Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I am sitting in this truck seat trying to make it to the house now. Oh boy, everybody blowing past me. Oh well, it's all good. I've been driving since the crack of dawn. Well, not no, it ain't the crack of dawn yet. 'Cause I guess the crack of dawn is afterwards. Eh, trying to figure that one out. But we are presently heading north on Interstate 75 in Georgia, 96 miles from the drop. Man, what 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 blessed words can I say? Uh, got things going on. Good morning. I see somebody in there, so let's start the show. Good morning, YouTube. Well, guys, I've been rolling since 1:30 this morning. We're presently 93 miles from the drop. Then I'm gonna be parking north of my house instead of going to the yard because I'm gonna be leaving back out Sunday, and the wife's gonna get me. She's gonna take me over to the yard, get my pickup truck, and we're gonna go from there. I've got a few things that I'm going to be setting myself up. I might be doing a live real late night, probably like 1 in the morning, um, just sitting in the back and starting the grill and you know s- smoking this brisket. I'm not a professional smoker, but I've been wanting to do it. Charles might come over and hang out with me, so I think that's gonna be hilarious. um, but I'm going to get some. I'm going to look for a good rub and get me some more charcoal. I got oak. I don't know if I want to get maybe some pecan or something. I don't want to go crazy, but and then I've got my tenderloin. I'm going to cut up the fillets, season them, cut them up, cover them, have them on trays because we're going to be cooking some filet mignon also. But that's going to be, when everybody's ready to start eating and stuff on Thanksgiving. So we're going to have tenderloin, filet mignon, and the, we're also going to have turkey. Um, I was thinking maybe. Good morning, Miss V. How you doing? I was thinking maybe of some what you gonna call it? I might stop by. There's a place where I can get some wings, dirt cheap, and do and marinate some jerk, you know, jerk some wings, smoke those, but add the jerk marinade on them, set that up today, and so when I start smoking later on tonight, I can have that. So it's just I haven't really relaxed and done some cooking in a minute, and I really want to sit back and relax. It's been a long. I've been on the road for a minute. I'm literally getting excited knowing I'm going home. And the closer I get, I have to calm myself and get myself off eh, the the cliff, and just slow my roll and just calm down, because when you get all excited, accidents do happen. You know what I mean? And I don't need no accidents and stuff like that. But we're slowly growing, and we're trying to realize everybody has their niche. And I've got so many can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising. But in my intro, if you look in my information, it says newly married truck driver. So I do short videos of you guys watching trucks pass by me. I have to cut people out because as usual, you got the morons that want to be mean and all kind of stuff, and I don't get it. Well, I don't get it either. But when I do those videos, and depending on what song, if I do some hip hop, I do some new age, the two cellos that are playing Michael Jackson's "Beat It" and Billie Jean, and I did country. I've had 1,200 views on country. Waylon Jenner. I was one of them guys. I don't know who they are, and I don't get it. This is stupid. Okay, well it's stupid to you, but somebody like it. It's stupid to you, but somebody is subscribing. It's stupid to you, but somebody said I like your channel. So I said that to say this. Everybody has a niche. You know what I'm saying? And I complain, I do all this other stuff, but sometimes I want to be uplifting, and right now I'm being uplifted. Everybody has a niche. Find your niche. Find your niche. There's a YouTuber. She's also a trucker. I don't agree with everything, but she has she stands in front of the truck stop and videotapes and does shorts. And I think she's got 8,000 subscribers. That's where I got the idea from. I said, well, she's doing that. I'm gonna have my phone on my mount like it is, and I watch folks, but it's neither here nor there. But I'm happy. Oh, I got some stuff. I'm gonna hold on to that. We might not be on too long today because I'm a bit ditzy, a little loopy, and you know. But I want to talk about one of these. One of the things that I just heard it on TikTok, but I know it, and I'm a little behind the times with it. But there's a guy named Mr. Beast, and I'm telling you guys, if y'all want to whether ascribe or want to be like somebody, you need to want to be like this dude. This guy, I think, has over 1 billion subscribers. Okay, and he does different things. He went to some town, places in the U.S. and paid for people's glaucoma operations so they could see. Oh, he's just doing that to get views. Who the heck cares? He gave people free operations so they could see. Oh, they're just looking at it for the view. Who cares? Do you see what I'm saying? And his last, and I'm not going to say stunt, but he did something. He went to Africa and drilled in different areas 100 wells, And he says, I know I'm gonna be canceled, but I don't care. I'm gonna do this. He drilled 100 wells for people that live in Africa, and not just a wells for a family, for the village, for schools, for people that they were drinking muddy water and getting sick for Pete's sake. But you know what our country does? They'll give you 24 millions for the HIJK Elemental PQ crowd, but won't give you no money for drilling wells. They'll go jump in and help and help Islamic rebels and try to undercut people. For what is that? There was some country that sells uranium, which we need, and France was getting it for 87 cents a kilogram or whatever, when it's 250, $250 a kilogram, or something like that. Don't call me on that. I'm not, I'm not a news whatever. We have taken advantage of that continent, and I didn't realize until someone had mentioned it. Even on the world map, it looks like Africa's small. Africa, you could put a couple of United States in Africa. You know what I'm saying? We have intentionally left these people, in the Stone Age. And I know I'm all over the place, but it's not right. It's not right. And they're fed up. They're fed up. But you got this one dude, it comes in, and everybody's trying to cancel him and all that. He said, I don't care. Because this guy's making billions. They wanted to buy his YouTube channel for like $10 billion or some crazy number. Because he's got so many subscribers. And I think he also, I don't quote me on it, I think he also gave away sneakers. He bought boxes and boxes of sneakers so these kids can have something. Some kids that have never had shoes before in their life. Now, I know there's some rappers, I think one of them named Akon, he's from Africa, he does stuff. But who else? We so quick to cancel somebody. We so quick to say, okay, and I'm going to hurt some toes here. We so quick to, when you come into a neighborhood, we'll let the neighborhood rot. But a white family will come in there, and they'll look and say, I'm calling the cops. Oh, they gentrify. Well, why didn't you do it? Why didn't you uplift your neighborhood? Why I gotta live in the neighborhood and be afraid? You know what I'm saying? Why do I gotta be in the neighborhood and be afraid? I'm just saying, it's the craziness that our mentality that we want, if you're gonna say something, well, why is this guy doing it? And okay, well, why ain't you doing it? Why ain't you contributing to the to those that are in need? I'm sorry, I don't give to these well-known places, because you know what? When you give to them, guess who you give it to? You're paying the salary of the ones that are running the organization, and the people that really need it are getting pennies. So I really don't have, I don't really don't have an example of what should we do. I don't know. But I think we should help. We so quick to do all this other stuff. Well, why don't you help? Why don't you come into the country? Like the United States, we get kicked out of all the places in Africa. They all hate us. Well, why don't you get a cargo ship full of construction material? Why don't you get a cargo ship full of dumpsters? Not dumpsters, but payloaders and and construction equipment that can build and cement trucks and stuff that can build roads. How about you say, hey, look, we've done y'all so wrong for so long. We just want to give this to you. We give billions and billions of dollars to everybody named mama. Why don't we do that? Well, look, we're sorry. Say, look, we just want to no strings attached. We're going to send, the Army Corps of Engineers to teach you how to use this equipment. Why don't you do something like that? But that would be, I don't know, too right, maybe. You want to have influence? Why don't you treat countries with respect that they deserve? And you might get better results out of, the mix. You know what I'm saying? We got on these YouTube streets, African Dreaming. They live in Tanzania. I think they might be coming back. I don't know, back to America. But they have told about different situations of what they have to do. We so bougie here. I bring it. We so bougie here. What? I have to pump the thing to wash my clothes and I got to get big jugs of water. I got to have a water treatment, whatever. And that's why I laugh when folks, we got folks that do, are preppers and being prepared. But see, you got to be prepared. If you're gonna be prepared, you got to be prepared. What I mean by that? You got to be prepared for if something really go down. If we lose the power grid, if we, you can have a whole bunch of water, but guess what? That water ain't gonna last for long. You got to learn how to find water. It's so funny. My neighbor tells me that there's water literally under. He says it's under his house, but I'm right behind him. He said there's a river running under his house. So if something went down, I'm drilling. We drilling. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to my neighbor's back past there. There might be a running river. They have equipment and they have filters that you can put in that water to clean that water out. And you're like, well, I gotta brush my teeth. You better drink some water. You need water first. I'm just saying. We're not doing the stinky booty thing today, but I'm just saying. And this is, when this guy, Mr. Beast, decided he wanted to do that, or he just doing that for views, but he still did it. And they showed these people how happy they was. And did he just videotaped it and moved on to the next one. But how dare he just used it? Okay. But he did something. My question is, what you doing other than complaining? Did y'all? When I actually donated, African Dreaming and them, they were for asking for money for a kid. I went online and donated. I don't know that kid, but I donated. What I had. I'm not saying I donated a lot. I donated. You got to find and help instead of complaining. We get people that come on. They're not used to doing this YouTube. YouTube ain't easy. And they was like, well, I watch over here. Why didn't you come watch mine? Well, I didn't have time. I'm sorry. Or why didn't you? I'm on your live. Why didn't you acknowledge me? I'm driving an 18-wheeler, you idiot, and my thing's on the mount. I have to pull over and press the button and go. Hey, I'm just saying. So that's why I say welcome in. How y'all doing? But again, I'm getting I'm all over the place as always. I'm getting excited because look, I'm going home. I was going to yell in your ear, but I'm gonna be polite. I'm going home. I can't wait. My wife ain't telling me I've been ordering stuff. All the stuff I've been ordering for one of my mowers showed up. I ordered two more. It's like 100 pieces of plugs for the lawn. I'm telling you, I'm going to plaster that lawn. And these guys are they're probably dormant. I don't care. I'm gonna get some bags of topsoil, some sand. And I got some peat moss. I'm gonna mix them together, and I'm gonna have some holes, and then I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna season the meat. I'm gonna hit my little spot in the driveway. My little spot in the driveway. I need to sit back, have me a twisted tea, and relax and look at my lawn and of course, I'm gonna do a video of me mulching the leaves, but I don't think I'm gonna run over the where I got the plugs and I got some sod pieces. I'm just plastering that lawn. So when summer hits and that grass starts expanding, I might actually have a lawn in the next couple of years. I bought a brand new bag of perennial ryegrass, which comes up in 3 or 4 days. So I'm gonna throw that down there to hold the topsoil that I'm gonna buy in place. I usually get a scoop, but I, I don't want to go all overboard. But I'm gonna throw some down, throw some perennial ryegrass down, let that grow, green up the lawn a bit. You know what I mean? I haven't been doing that this year, but I'm gonna do that later on today and get that going. But that is part of my plan for today. I might do a live later on this afternoon. I don't know. I'll pop up live, because I'm just having fun and relaxing. I know I'm gonna do some videos, and I'm going to be playing with. It's called a sulky. I think it's a sulky. I get the name wrong. Please don't correct me because it's annoying. But you know what? It's actually latched to the back of the John Deere. It's connected. All I have to do is pull the plug, there's a piece, pull it, and it goes down. I can stand on it and drive it around, and it's really fun. But I had been so nervous and scared because that thing is powerful and it will get away from you. So, but I've been practicing, so I'm gonna give me some more practice today, and today and this weekend, and just really have fun. Um, that's the main thing I'm always talking about is have fun with what you do, have fun with your videos. Don't make it a chore because you'll get pushed away real quick. I almost did. I was making it a chore. I'm like, oh, what the heck is this? This sucks. Blah 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 blah. But it really, you have to stay dedicated, and I'm trying to stay dedicated. And I'm down to 800 hours or 801 hours. Hopefully, we can keep pushing towards the mark. I don't see how y'all do it. I don't see how you do it. I'm gonna try to be like you. I bring it. See if I can find some people, in the middle of the night where I could just come on their lives and they don't mind sharing. But I don't know anybody yet. But I'm gonna keep looking. Um, it's what's the word I'm looking for? I'm still energized. I'm still energized. And then guys, like I said, I'm still energized. But okay, there's one thing I got to talk about today. My I use and I don't talk about my son. My son texted me. I know he sent me a text on um, TikTok. He sent me a text on TikTok that said he went on his first date, and I almost lost it. Because honestly, and again, I don't talk about my son, but I'm very proud of him. My son is the other word for it is a black geek. He's a black geek and he's also a loner. So, and he ain't your regular brother. He listens to heavy metal, not your regular head, not your '80s heavy metal, but he listens to stuff called like death metal and all kind of crazy names. And I used to hate it, but I finally accepted that that's who he is, and he knows who these bands are. He knows the technicalities of the mumbling and the it sounds like something satanic to me, but I know it ain't to him. It's music. And I've also warned him, watch who you let know, because normal brothers ain't with that. But there are groups that are heavy metal. There are heavy metal black groups. You know what I'm saying? So there's people in it, but he is in his own way. He's a good young man. He's a positive young man, and he actually asked a young lady out. And I'm not gonna get into his business, but as a father, I'm happy as AG double sticks. I'm happy. I'm like, holy moly. Because he said, Dad, you gonna laugh? And I said, nah, that's the last. He don't even know. That's the last thing I'm gonna do. Is laugh at you going on a date. I don't even care, you know. And I don't care. I want it. It's a woman. You feel me? Say what you want. It's a fucking woman. And I'm just, like I said, I'm not gonna say my Stone Age whatever advice. I might f it up. I'm gonna mind my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna mind my business. But what I did though, I texted him this morning and said, "You still got the same account? Because my account is linked to his." He said, "Yeah." I sent him $50. I said, "That's to help you out or whatever you paid on that date or a future date." Now he talking about if he invites out again, that they're gonna go to Fogo de Chão. Fogo de Chão is a Brazilian steakhouse where you sit down and the salad bar is to die for. And don't matter, it's to die for. And they come around to your tables and give good morning, good morning. They come down to your tables and you have like these little round round pieces. One is green and one is either red. For one is red or green, something like that. And green means keep it coming. Red means stop. And they come around with these skewers and the steaks and different types of steaks and chicken that's grilled to perfection. And they come offer you that, and they'll carve the meat and take it off and give, and then you can put it on your plate and eat it. I told him to give me a heads up. I will transfer the money. That's It's $100 meal. Off the bat, that's $100 meal. I ain't got no problem. If my son's going on another damn date, I'm like, yo, I'm with it. I got, I said, I ain't scared. Yo, let me know. Look, I'll get it. I'll get it to you. And it's funny, I'm sitting there talking about the motherland earlier. The young lady asked out was from Ghana. I was like, oh, that is the motherland. But I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down. I just want look. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna lie. I want a grandkid. I want a grandkid. Because I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't the greatest father, but I tried. The only problem is he's my son from my first marriage, and I was just struggling trying to stay afloat and stay alive. I could not be the father figure that I wanted to, and I felt bad about it over all the years and everything like that. But I felt bad. But I'm trying. As y'all can see by my lives, I'm trying, and I let me know if that young lady says she want to go on another date. Yo, I'll help you, son. Don't worry about it. I got you. Because he is not a selfish young man. He gets that heart that he has from me. Um, he is geeky to the core. He will talk to you about bands and their whatever and all this other stuff. And Daddy is proud. I'm a proud father. Um, you know, because I know it's in his time, not mine. We've gotten all of this other you know everybody is don't take me to the cheesecake factory crap and all this other stuff, and he is simple and needs to learn. That's why I was trying to get him to get a job on a cruise ship. Maybe he might have, meet one a Filipino woman or something. And I'm trying to find him, somewhere where he could learn and I'm going to say grow up because he's a little bit on the old side. He's 30, but he's been coddled by his mama for so long that it's so bad. But he kind of sort of listens, and I need him to find a strong black woman. I mean, a real strong black woman to point him in the right direction. You know what I mean? But as a father, I am happy. I hope he gets another day or whatever. I'm happy, but I'm gonna mind my business. I'm not gonna push. I'm not gonna push it. I, I, I might take about look. We got to get you dressed or whatever, better clothes or whatever, something. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna start buying him a little wardrobe because we're going. He's going on a cruise. I'm paying for a cruise for him uh, to come with us in June for his birthday, and because I want him to see, I want him to see some of the stuff I see. He decided a while back he's gonna stay with his mother, and I said, are you sure? I struggled for years, but I'm fine. I was finally in the bed. I'm finally in a better place. But I was like, okay, but he's still my son. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he's still my son, and I want him to see the stuff that I've seen, and we're going on the horizon, which I've been on before. We're going and then I'm gonna be back on the horizon in January. Good morning, good morning. I see someone else just came in, um, and I just want him to see something else other than the work. You get what I'm saying? I want him to see something else other than work, and we're gonna have a good time, and I'm gonna sit here and watch him eat, and and regardless, even though he's 30, he's still my child. You know, that's one thing y'all got to remember. No matter how old they get, they still our children. You know what I'm saying? They still our children, and we always want the best and look out for the best. That's why my wife was asking, well, who is she? What is blah blah? She's asking all this stuff. I'm like, I'm not asking all that Because if I wind up screwing it up, next thing you know, it's all my fault. Nope, nope, nope. I'm a mind my business and just give positive. Hey, son, you need some money? Yeah. Do you need do you want me to set up the Uber? What do you need from daddy? What you need from me? You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm not lying. I want a grandkid. I want my son to be in a relationship, and hopefully a good one. You know, I want my son to be in a relationship. I'm just saying. I want to hear pow pow, whatever. I want to do what my parents used to do. My parents used to snatch that boy up when he was a baby. They like, look, we're gonna take it for the weekend. Pew, gone. I'm gonna do the same thing. You don't have to worry about that child being spoiled, cause it's gonna be spoiled rotten. I'm telling you. Charles be like, hey, no, so when I get home today, I'm gonna get on my knees. I see somebody else just came in. Good morning, good morning. I'm gonna get on my knees and pray to God above and the angels and everybody. I'm gonna pray to my son get a second date. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna pray he get a second date and maybe a third or the fourth. I don't know. I'm hoping. You know, um, it's just I fear for him nowadays with all this stuff and everybody wanting whatever. But hopefully it'll be good. It'll be good. But are you guys getting ready for Thanksgiving? Again, I'm gonna do some running around. I got to do my DIY for the lawn. I'm gonna do that. I'm my wife's niece is coming um with her new boyfriend. He drinks Southern Comforts. I'm gonna I'm gonna pick up a bottle of that. I'm gonna pick up a small bottle. I'm not gonna get a bigger bottle because that means I'm gonna wind up drinking. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Small bottle of Evans, yeah, what the Evans Mills is a cheap. Um, or I get a bottle of Jack. I don't know, but I'm gonna be low key. I'm not gonna do no heavy drinking because that's gonna get me in trouble. And see, the thing is, what you supposed to have known, I need to know my place too. My place is I'll start out, no, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna be low key. Have a few beers, spread them out. But if I'm working and I'm doing this, yeah, I can have a little bit more. But I'm gonna have spread them out because I'm getting up at the crack of dawn Thursday to smoke this meat. But in the middle of that, once I get the temperature right, I'm gonna go lay back down, get a nap on, so that I don't be sleeping through Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? I did that one time, and that was stupid. Uh, we're gonna be playing spades. Good morning, Wellness Frugal. We're gonna be playing spades and this game called Pokino. And Pokino is it's like bingo, but it's with cards, and you get these cards. It's a bingo board. Instead of numbers, it's got pictures of the card, like a jack of diamonds, king of diamonds, whatever, and you put the chips on there. And if it just like bingo, straight up and down across or diagonal, whatever, you get whatever in the cup on the table. And I'm gonna get about $30 in quarters and give the wife some because we go they play hard. It gets kind of intimidating. It's freaking hilarious. Be like yelling and screaming, but her niece and her kids, they man, they ruthless. They were ganking us a few years ago. They ruthless. They call it out. They quick. they quick to the draw. They were calling out, and they're just cracking up, But it's fun. It's fun, and I kind of miss that. So, and what I'm really be honest with you guys. I'm really not into dogs, but because I got mauled by two Great Pyrenees years ago, so I don't feel right around dogs. But her boyfriend has. Turns out he's a service dog, but her boyfriend needs this dog because the dog helps him if he's going to have an episode or whatever. It alerts him to it. So before she even told me that, because she told her no without asking me, and I said no, 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 let him come. I'm good. Let him come. You're fine. Because I don't want people to be turned off and mad because you you know if you love the animal, and most of the time that if that animal, even if it's a pit, he sees that I'm friendly, he ain't gonna we good. I'm not gonna have him running around crazy. Like, look, you need my one time over there or whatever. Let's keep him fed and watered, and keep him in the shade or whatever, or keep it close by. So that part of it, we're gonna be, taking care of business. But I just want to be accommodating, um, because it's become a tradition with her cousins and so forth. She doesn't really associate with a lot of her family. Her sister's coming, and she's bringing green beans and she's bringing the green beans and the dressing, which is historically horrible. Uh, I, you just, I'm sorry, you wanted to snatch her black card. It's not good. It don't taste good. It's not good. Um, I was trying to tell her. You can tell her she don't need to cook this year. Oh no, you get her feelings hurt. Well, you might need to get your feelings hurt because that mess you bringing, it ain't good. I'm sorry, it ain't good. You know. But if I haven't said hello, I'm saying it right now. Please, hold it to my heart. I am actually driving. And here's the funny part: everybody waking up. You see all these cars coming. You see everybody passing me. Everybody waking up. I was hoping. I just couldn't get up. I, I was trying. I'm trying to get this delivered and past the the point of there's going to be a certain time. It usually it's about 10 or 11 o'clock where everybody's starting to leave town for Thanksgiving. So it's going to be traffic out the wazoo. So hopefully we can get there and get that done and out of the way. Hopefully, hopefully, but it's all good. There is cruising is fun anytime. You guys, I was talking about that. I this time last year we did the inaugural sailing of um, the carnival celebration, and that's another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a music video. They give you a book, so you might want to look for it. I don't know if you. I think y'all are going on the inaugural of the Jubilee. They for the celebration, Carnival had a book in the room. It was a book with a lot of pictures and everything. It was ours. I should have I should have did a video. I'm gonna do a video on that, which is the history of Carnival and the history of the ship of the celebration and all that stuff. And I think I'm gonna do a video of that because it's on my wife's side of the room, and it's just I see it every time I come home. Um, but I was so heart. I think I spoke about it yesterday, but I was talking about it today. I was so heartbroken because I'm thinking, I'm doing an inaugural celebration. I'm on the celebration. We're going on a cruise ship on Thanksgiving. They're gonna have this big spread of all this delicious Thanksgiving food. Well, you heard what I said about the dressing. That my sister-in-law's dressing was horrible. Well, actually, her dressing was better than the stuff on on Carnival Horizon. They didn't have carved turkey. They had sliced turkey. Did like a turkey roll, and it wasn't even. It was thick turkey roll with a little drizzle of gravy, and that was the only thing that you had that had to do with Thanksgiving. No macaroni and cheese. No collard greens. No sweet potatoes. No, not even pumpkin pie, which is everybody. Black folks don't. That's a cuss word when you say pumpkin pie. I ain't gonna say it's the same thing. I lose my black card, but no sweet potato pie, and no nothing. And then when we got off the boat, we were hauling ass off the boat, get on the road, and it was hell on wheels all the way home. So a lot of now, other than the fact that we're going on a cruise for we're going on a New Year's cruise. That's going to be heck getting out of Miami and all the way home on that one. But I'm prepared for it now because it was traffic all the way from Miami all the way all the way into Georgia. It was that was the harbor. The cruise wasn't horrible. It was actually the driving back home. And now I can turn it over to the wife because she finally got a pair of glasses. Because she got the trifocals, and I know she's got night blindness. So I just kept on driving, and I was a little punchy, and we got in an argument at the end. She's like, "You should let me drive." But you can't see in the dark. But now I'm turn over earlier and do that stuff. But we still cruising, we still having fun. But I just reminded, and she just reminded me of, and gave me the look when we were talking about being on the cruise ship on Thanksgiving. She's like, "Uh huh, told you," and like, I'm like, "Yes, dear." Yes, yes, dear. You know what I mean? So that's why I was laughing about it. But hey, it is what it is. It's all good. You know, you live and you learn, and you learn from your mistakes. Folks don't understand about learning from your mistakes. You know what I mean? Learning from your experiences. Like, hey, me be honest with you, I'm probably not. Well, actually, I'm not going to do no more inaugurals. Not because, yeah, I want to be the first one on the ship. It's because they don't have their act together yet. You got to give the crew time to get their act together, so the service will be on par with what you're used to. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking for right now. But it's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? But that's part of the um, can't stop walking but love mowing and cruising. So we had the cruising part of it. The mowing, I talked about the mowing. Um, I'm going to try. We're probably going to see. I'll mention it to her because I've said it a million times. My wife's love language. Hey, Odom, I see you in there. My wife's love language is my wife's love language is exercising and walking. So I'm probably going to tell her either Friday, let's go to walk to the park and walk. She's going to be excited. Walk off some of this tonnage of the food we eating, and maybe Saturday, maybe we'll go out and eat because we'll probably be tired of turkey or whatever. You know what I mean? Oh Lord, I see somebody had a real long whatever. I have to check that out later when. Hey, I see. Hey, Fifi, how you doing? And Sam and Joe, I see some names in there. Good morning, good morning. And but I'm going to be cutting up. Again, I gotta. I'm not going to get crazy because I don't need to be on YouTube in the middle of the night blacking out. That'd be embarrassing. I lose all the subscribers I work for. No, we ain't doing that. But we gonna be cutting up. And if Charles shows up, boys, we really gonna be cutting up. Because I don't know if y'all ever seen the lives that I did. I think I did it either on the celebration or the Mardi Gras. He was sitting on the other side of me. I had the phone at me. He was sitting on the other side, and we were just having the conversation about what we were going on the cruise. And I found this really quiet spot. And what I'm gonna do when I get on the horizon, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna find a quiet spot. When on our cruise, I forgot the boat we are going. I'm gonna look for a quiet spot where we can do live and just have fun. Have fun with what you do on YouTube. It will resonate because you can hear it in people's voices. You can hear it in what they do. I bring it, be laughing all the time. Who that? Just enjoy yourself. And that's what brings me back to your channel when you're actually having fun, being informative. Because guys, y'all, nobody said nothing about it, but did y'all ever notice that every once in a while, if I watch your video, YouTube asks you, "What do you think about this video? Was it informative? Was it entertaining?" I always give you guys the greatest raves. Please, please, please. If mine pop up, kiss up to them because you're letting the algorithm know that you appreciate it. It's the little things. You don't. Again, don't run my whole playlist because that's the new thing. The algorithm might get mad and kick me off YouTube because y'all are running the playlist. But I just ask if you can watch a video, leave a leave a comment, leave a smiley face, do something, help me out. I'll help when I can. I'll find it and come back and help you out. I was down in Florida and I had some free time and I was walking around. I went to two tool places and just having a oh my God. I was like, thank God. I was like, thank God I don't have, because I was at Tractor Supply Store. And I'm like, I got 2 credit cards from Tractor Supply Store, and then from the other tool places, I forgot what the name of. I have those credit cards. I'm like, I'm so happy. I leave them in the drawer. I have a drawer. I call it the drawer of no return. I put it in that drawer. So I have it in that drawer. So, I'm not using it till I pay them off. And when I pay them off, I put it in the drawer of no return and try not to use it unless I have to. But my healing journey, it comes from, doing repairs and stuff. And I finally found some springs, and I'm going to be doing a video on that probably later on today after I get all my foods set up, the brisket trimmed and seasoned and wrapped up and ready for the night to be smoked. I'm gonna have that and those things. I'm gonna get that stuff ready, and then I'm gonna pull out my aerator and start working on cleaning it up and doing a few things. And I have this lever. It's the lever that's on there. Somebody just took it off, and I'm going to have a makeshift lever, but it's going to be close to what the original lever was. So, and then what I'm going to do is I got a torch I'm gonna melt it, and because the handle's bent, I'm gonna bend it back, and I'm gonna be doing like some basic DIYs, which is the main part of my channel. We do these lives and talk about all kind of crazy things in yellow screen, but where I get my peace and my understanding and my DIYs. And my DIYs, I've been on the road for a minute. I can't wait to get home to start doing some of my DIY because that's where it's going to ease my soul and bring peace back to my heart. And you see what I'm saying? We have to, and you have to recognize when you're stressed out. You have to recognize when, and again, guys, I don't know what I'm talking about. I just like talking. Okay, so don't get it twisted. Please don't come in thinking I know what I'm talking about. All I know is, you know, I know what I know. I know what I appreciate. I know what triggers me. And right now, boy, I don't want to forget anything because I got the bolt and the handle and all this stuff for it in my back drawer. I gotta put all that in the bag so I don't, when I want to do working on my stuff, that I won't leave something in the truck. You know what I mean? And bring up all my dirty clothes and stuff like that, so we won't have we can start the stinky booty confessions over um, for this point because we everything gonna be clean. You know what I mean? Because right now, when I go home, I'm gonna get in the tub. I'm gonna get and scrub, do a scrub it up dub. I'll probably be in there for a good 30, 40 minutes, and make sure I scrub every bit of me to get all the grind and everything out. You know what I'm saying? But um, a lot of times I stay out and you know, I miss my wife even more. So I'm gonna give her a good hug, a good kiss, and let her know how much I love her. Yeah, it's time. And after January, March and April, May, I'm going to be doing some shorter runs. And I'm on a dedicated route, so I'll be coming to Atlanta a whole lot. So I need to start planning my route better, so I can come home and do those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Um, and work on that. She the young lady that works for my wife, her boyfriend just got this job as a salesman, and don't get me wrong, I need a new roof, but right now we paying off a big bill, so until we halfway into paying that thing down, I'm not looking for nothing else. But she's like, this guy sells roofs or whatever, and he don't know I don't play. But you gonna come over when I'm gonna be working in the yard and doing stuff, trying to sell me something. But I was like, okay, let him come, and I'll give him a chance. But when I hear bullshit, you know what I'm saying? When I hear bull crap, like, oh, you can put it on your insurance. No, no, I can't. I'm not going to mess up my insurance because what if something actually really happens? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be. I'm not trying to take advantage of the system. So don't come at me with that crap. I'm not the one. Just tell me what you got. Give me a price, and I'll let you know. You know what I mean? I'll let you know because that's why I've become such a DIYer in North over here in Georgia. You can't get nobody, and then when they do show up, they don't listen to you. I did a video of ninja rigging my retaining wall because it's not done right. I don't have the time, but I'm gonna keep on. ninja rigging it. I got my retaining wall is made with those ties from the railroad ties. If you get them at Home Depot, they're $40 a piece. What a ripoff! They're used. But I'm looking for places, Facebook Marketplace, where I can get them 15, $20. I need about 5 to 9 more, and I'm gonna finish building that wall, and then I got a trench behind it and put some gravel behind it, and then I'm gonna put a drain behind it. Um, I had a guy come because the wife was like, let's get one made from rocks," and I was telling him I want to do this other stuff, and he added it to the quote. I didn't tell you to do that. I said, if you guys work out, I'm gonna have y'all come back and do this. He put it all in the quote. I got a quote for $16,000. I said, for a freaking retaining wall. Oh, that was it. I take all that stuff off and do the retaining wall. He never did. They don't want they don't want to listen to the consumer. I said, if y'all do a good job, I'll have you come back and do this. I can rent the equipment and do it myself. Actually, I'm gonna have more fun doing that. I go to Home Depot and rent that. But y'all are so hard headed. Hard headed. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking, hard headed. You might want to, since you're so hard headed, you loosen up that, go exercise with wellness with Frugal Mama to get that hard head softened up a little bit. Frugal Mama's coming up next. You see how I slid that in there? God, I'm pathetic. But, you know, they think you're stupid. And look, bro, I moved, this was before I really started doing YouTube. I moved 18 tons of dirt by myself. It took me 3 days. But 3 days and about 48 cans of Michelob Ultra. 48 bottles of Michelob Ultra. And I moved. I had to dump it in the backyard, and I fixed a whole lot of erosion in my backyard. But I swore I'd never do it again. I would rent the equipment, the skid steer, the stuff to move it around, and the skid steer stuff to move it around. But when you piss me off, but I'm dedicated to the cause of fixing something in my house or yard, I'm gonna figure it out. The only thing I'm not gonna mess with is plumbing and heavy electrical, like a light socket or electrical socket. I'll do that, but I'm not messing with the big stuff. There's an electrical company up there. I wanted to have them put another motion light in the front, because the front of my yard gets real dark, real dark. And I have, you have the porch light, but what I have is, it looks like flames. I spent like $11 a light bulb. I have flames, but I want to get, if you walk past a certain spot, like in my backyard, I have motion detector lights that pop on. And we used to try and figure out what was doing that, and it turns out it was the lights kept on coming on. She said, the lights keep on coming on. Something's wrong with it. No, ain't nothing wrong with it. When we realized that our backyard is a walkway for deer. So when the light it hits those deer, and what you high beaming me for? Man, whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? But the sun's coming up. The sun is moving up. But we're going to be well, yeah. I'm gonna be doing something with them deer. I don't know yet. I'm gonna figure something out. I might be. I have my camera set to catch them. Might feed them. I don't know. It's something like that. I got a YouTube friend that does that. Um, and they're part of it. That's another genre that he films. He has like a trail camera and films it, and it shows music of deer eating and stuff like that. Very, very pleasant, very nice, very whatever. But okay, guys, the sun's coming up, and I have flapped my gums as best I could for the last hours. I appreciate y'all coming in. I appreciate y'all being a part of the discussion this morning. You guys have a blessed day. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy. I'm gonna be looking Black Friday. I'm gonna be on Carnival or on one of these cruise sites. The wife was mentioning she might actually want to go on what you call it, the Scarlet Lady, Virgin Voyages. So she said it was a little expensive. I said, well, let's look on it on uh, uh, on Black Friday. Might be some sales. You know what I mean? Because that's where there ain't no catch. Oh, hallelujah. Hey, but if y'all have a chance, go check out Wellness for Frugal Mama. She's coming up next. And as always, just know if you don't think nobody loves you, I love you. May God bless you. May God keep you. May God hold you. May God protect your families that are on their way, or may God protect you that you guys are on your way to your families for Thanksgiving. Be uh, have your eyes out for the road because it's gonna get crazy. Everybody leaves at the same time around here. It's gonna get crazy, and just be careful and know that God loves you also. And in Jesus' name, have a blessed day and deuces.